So PiliPili is definitely playing it safe by trying to build this wall up here to prevent any kind of shenanigans from True. Builds 2 gateways up here. The front is going to get a cybernetic core here, and basically what he's going to do is, on my prediction, he's just going to try to hold and defend any kind of harassment that True. Oh snap! Okay, didn't mean to go 2 minutes into the game on the wrong overlay. That was my apologies. I thought I switched it over, but I did not.
Yeah, you did. You meant it.
I didn't mean it on purpose. Alright guys, so let's get this going. Like there it is, the cybernetics core. So what Pili likes to do is he's going to load up the adepts right there. Put them right there, right in that little crevice. Well, this used to be a game I played back in the late 90s. Before I started playing the Command Conquer, it was called Earth 2150. And if you did Alt F, it actually showed you pathways. So you could see if you blocked off the path or not. It was pretty sick. I enjoyed it. And True, three hacks before 2 minutes. Holy smokes!
Yeah, True here. Being a little greedy.
Pili sees it. Pili knows it. Pili's played against True before. He knows what kind of builds he does do.
That does it do? I wonder if Pili's gonna do a double adept, another double adept. There, oh, just a soccer now. Interesting. I know there are some openings like for PvZ that you do as like double gateway, right? And you do 4 adept instead of just 2. And that's actually like throwing Zergs off again.
Yeah.
Because they're only used to 2 adepts now. Because 4 adepts is way too committing apparently. Like we only need enough for 2 adepts, not 4.
I mean, these adepts doing a lot of damage. Got 3 drone kills so far. Taking off the last little bit of the Lings as well with 1 more hit. But I think the 2 queens here are going to stop this attack. But I mean, not without killing 2 drones. But it's good hits. Oh, this adept actually runs up all the way to the top and it's completely undefended now. And he's going to get a lot of drone kills here. And True needs to react a lot better than this. 2 more drone kills. Is he going to get the 5th one? Nope. He's going to get that Ling though. Oh! And the adept jumps ahead and gets caught, but here comes the counterattack from True, running in with these speedlings.
Cybercore, or Militia Core is late. I should have been building while Adept are doing the pressure. Pili getting a little sloppy on his macro, but not too sloppy.
And True's just kind of holding tight here. I think he's just waiting to see what the reaction's going to be from either player, trying to maybe bait out that adept, but of course that doesn't work as much as he wants it to work.
I don't know why, man. I don't know why it doesn't go out there. Fight some links. Like that's the job, right? Well, up to Zealots and like Adepts have their own minds, and they like decide to do like random things like attack means they shouldn't be attacking.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we gotta fight stuff. We're fighting. Things gonna poke up and see nothing but a couple of Adepts and the gateways. Dark Shrine being produced. So I see we'll see double Archon drop.
Oh yeah, Pili loves his Archon plays, and so I'll be. It's gonna be probably, I don't say very obvious, but he's very good at it, especially against playing against Zerg player. But I mean, he is playing against True, and True, is one of the better Zerg players that is out there. So I'm excited to see what exactly he's gonna do with it. Link's trying to get around, but that's a lot of adept pressure coming out for him. PiliPili. And behind this, PiliPili takes the 3rd base. Trying to get back on par with True, because True is only sitting on 3 bases. Ling's running. Looks like PiliPili will take that 3rd base. But here's a Warp Prism coming out. And a lot of roaches here from True. So this army is getting pushed out. He's going to catch these roaches. In a bad situation, and these Lings are here. It looks like they're going to do a counterattack. Like a Ling rung by. That's exactly what they do. They go after that pylon. And here comes the Adepts onto True's 3rd base. We'll see if True's going to be able to hold this. Adepts run in. Doesn't fade all the way. Going to snipe that Queen. Lings come in. Going to get the full surround on these Adepts. At the same time, all these Lings focusing down PiliPili's 3rd base. And that attack gets stopped But here are the DTs in the base of True.
Oh, he split up DTs. Good choice. I was like, there were 3 in there. I don't know what happened in there. It's him flipping like 3 different bases. That's what happened.
But look at these. You know, queens are dying, but it looks like a True doesn't know what he wants to do.
He is truly confused.
There you go. He's truly confused. Alright, but he pulls back that arm and gets the cancel on PiliPili's third base. But there's more DTs here. Trying to focus down. Looks like he's going to try to get that queen. Is not going to be able to get it. Picks it up, though. And floats it away.
I like how Pili was just like punishing him for not having the overseer there. I love it. Or Prism versus Jarone, who wins?
How annoying can you get?
Pretty annoying, apparently.
I mean, but True's doing a good job of handling this. But I just... PiliPili goes, takes up, but here's a huge Ling attack from True. Looks like he's trying to go after that third base again. He sees the Archon and sees the Immortals, but he knows he cannot face that. Cancels the third base of PiliPili yet again. He's lingering by. He's proving more difficult than Pili had thought he was going to have to deal with. This Warp Prism again, just kind of floating around with that DT, forcing True's army to stay here at the second base of True. These Lings is going to try to come in. Not attacking that Archon is the best idea that he could do at the moment.
I think it's a pretty solid idea.
He's probably going to be able to get his third base up.
Nah. For us, don't need 3 bases, man. We don't need 3 bases. We just don't need 2.
We don't need no stinking 3 bases.
Yeah, what are those? What's macro, dude? I play Heart of the Swarm. What's the third base?
Basically.
And these Sailings will try to die to third again. With 4 pylons and a full energy militia for it. Never mind. Like, we're gonna attack this random attack.
He's just kind of running around. I think he's just, well, I don't know what exactly he's trying to do, but he's going to try to bait it out. Mothership Core here. Focusing on all these probes that are in the wrong place at the wrong time. Pylon Overcharge goes off with that first probe, Pylon, but he's going to send him back to the third base. He's going to get the cancel off again. 2 more Pylon Overcharges happen. And here's a huge attack from PiliPili. Got a lot of Adepts and a couple Archons with this. True is going to do everything he can to hold off this Ravager's going down, landing on top of the Immortals. Immortals push back a little bit. Huge warp in from PiliPili. These Adepts are doing so much damage. And I don't think True has enough here to deal with this. Link's coming in from the backhand side of PiliPili, but trying to focus it down. But these Adepts are just destroying these Lings. And there's still 2 Archons and 4 Immortals here. And GG gets called, and PiliPili takes game number 1. Holy smokes, PiliPili doing a great job of working True and takes game number 1 off. Amazing play from both players. But PiliPili takes game number 1, so we're going to be jumping to game number 2 and seeing what happened next. Oh, there it is. Ooh, you're making the lobby. Awesome.
Yep. Where is Jordan? And I need the other people, the actual players now. Pili, True. Great brown left to keep up with my invite list. That's the worst feeling ever too, is like when I try to invite someone, they don't show up right away. It's like keep on inviting them. It's like error. It's like, no, not an error. Stop.
There we go. The wrong game. Nope. Oh, he's Pili. Oh, where'd he go? There you go. We're gonna try that.
Where did he go? There he is.
Try that again. Nope. Nope. Is he gonna join? Is he?
No.
Ah, there we go. Hey, he's gonna join us, Terran. Alright, guys, thank you so much for staying with us through the breaks. Of course, this is the ESL StarCraft American Cup Open number 102. We have the finals. It's a team kill. We got some great games that happen throughout the game or throughout the day. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Of course, I'm Draven, joined by Vampy Worm.
What up? That's me. He said my name.
And again, you're in the esports. I keep slaughtering it. Sloth
Sorry.
esports, right?
Yep.
There we go. Okay. All right. So, guys, let's get the game introductions in. Spawning in the bottom position of the Vanai Research Station is the blue Zerg player from PSISTORM Gaming. It is True.
And top part of the map we have from PSISTORM, PiliPili.
And True, sneaky. Is he gonna go for it? True.
Yes.
I mean, this, like we said, is a best of 3. Normally it's a best of 5, but both players agreed on the best of 3. And True, needing this win to stay in the game, decides to go for that gold base early on. And we'll see if that pays off for him in the end. It's going to be kind of risky doing it, especially since PiliPili is such an aggressive adept pusher. And it'll be really hard for True to defend against adept pressure on such far away from each other, but he may do it.
I wonder how Pili's gonna react to this.
Oh, well, we'll see if he even sees
by
it.
the time he gets there, it's gonna be kind of late, right?
Yeah.
Because he sure expect natural to be down, and you won't know what a natural is. He probably just assume the gold, but he doesn't actually like confirm it, and probably tell a little bit later after that. So if he's gonna be aggressive, or just try to macro. I would assume he would try to be a little bit more aggressive than usual, but it's gonna be super rough for him with that gold base. Production's gonna be very in favor of True.
Yeah, but we'll see Pili. We'll see if he realizes that's what happened, because I think, like you said, he's going to see it probably way too late. And with this probe, he's not really looking for that second base. He's just kind of farting around and harassing. So I don't think he realizes that there's that gold base yet. And Pili's just, like I said, farting around. Oh, there he goes. There, he's going to go check that third base or that second base. Sees that there's no base, and he's like, uh oh. Does that mean you're on gold base this entire time? Or maybe he's going to think this is his third or his second.
Well, there's one good thing about this, though, is that True didn't transfer any drones, so he's not getting the full benefit of the gold base.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, a good thing for Pili, but a bad thing for True.
Well, you know, at the same time, but I don't know if Pili, again, realizes that the True's second True base is that gold base. I think he went over and saw True, that third base there, and he's like, okay, it was just a delayed second for some odd reason. I don't think he even realizes the gold base is up.
I feel like he should, though.
I mean,
because that natural would be super late.
Yeah, well, yeah, like maybe it was just, I don't know. It's hard to say. I feel like maybe he would have scouted it though, like to confirm.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't, so that makes me think he doesn't know. But here comes Adept. Gonna face these. Oh, there we go. That's the Adept. Oh no, is the Adept gonna go? Yep, Adept is gonna go for that third base and is gonna completely see it now. And
he saw the creep.
Yep.
He knows it's
saw the creep and knows that third base is up, or actually that second base, that gold base is up. And he's got to know, well, that was cheeky. Cheeky.
Super cheeky. Turn the other cheek. Super cheeky.
But
here. And +1 melee upgrades. Huh.
Yeah, it looks like he's just kind of trying to rush in with those lings and quick overseer or overlord upgrade. Kind of gives the illusion that it's going to be a Bane drop, which is just kind of nerve-wracking in and of itself. We'll see what True tries to do from his 2 Stargates go down for PiliPili, and PiliPili is going to go for his normal Phoenix harassment that's just beyond frustrating and beyond annoying to do.
I'm actually curious to know why he got +1 melee upgrades when he's getting a Roach Warren.
I don't know. To confuse us?
Because everything he's gonna build after those lings will be either hydras or roaches, and most of them are range, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do it. He can't do a timing with his drop lords because +1 melee won't be done in time unless he like waits forever. And then,
well, it looks like he's just going to do a lot with this because look, he's got 3 overlords here, and he's going to load this one up right here. So it's actually going to finish in just enough time, but these adepts are going to come and attack that 4th base, or excuse me, that 3rd base of True, and it's not going to be there in time. Here comes the drops. You're going to do so much damage to this. The stalkers are completely out of position, and there's really nothing here for PiliPili to defend against. That's a lot of lings. It's a huge commitment there, and 2 oracles are going to be coming out from PiliPili's base at the same time. And I think PiliPili might be able, or True is going to take the natural. The upgrade is just about to finish, and these guys are going to do so much damage to these Protoss. And I don't know if Pili can handle this. 2 oracles are going to be flying across the map in perfect sight of True. And here's a huge attack happening at the 3rd base of PiliPili. These lings are coming in and destroying that pylon and stopping Pili's 3rd base. So Pili's, unfortunately, oh, there's a hole. What's it doing? There's a hole in there, and PiliPili's 3rd base, now natural, is going to get completely destroyed. And he's going.
Something they're wrecking havoc right now.
Well, the lings pull back. I don't know why he's pulling back. Oh, he wants to get the roaches in here. Take more damage. Oh, focuses down that pylon, and the roaches are going to try to do the damage to the adepts. Well, the lings get the surround on the adepts, and you have to remember the melee upgrade is finished for these lings, and those lings are destroying the adepts. More lings coming in from the backside here, focusing down the Stargate, focusing down the Stalker. Roaches getting focused down, but not with about 20 probes destroyed, 24 probes dying, and True takes game number 2. Holy crap, PiliPili was just not prepared for that, and those melee upgrades are just godly right now, and that was just absolutely incredible. And game number 2 goes to True, throwing into game number 3 finals. Such hype from both players. There we go, in a small map. It should be fun. Da-da-da. There we go. 1 second. Oh, wait, PiliPili, Vampire Worm True. Vampire Worm True. Jordan. Invite to game. Okay, Jordan. Oh, now we need Pagan Peaser. I almost said something naughty.
Nothing. Is it a trip? Oh, it's a triple dropper lord. Here come the adepts.
Hopefully we'll get these games going for you guys. Sorry about the delay. We'll get going, of course. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the ESL Cup number 102. I have Vampire Worm casting alongside with me. We have the finals, True versus PiliPili. Should be an excellent game, guys. We're going to be jumping into game number 3 here shortly. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, ESL, for helping us put on these games. Make sure you throw the channel the follow, guys. I've been casting all these all week, and you guys have been absolutely amazing. Keep supporting the channel, following, all that. So close to partnership. Few more. There we go. Alright, guys. So, spawning on the new Kirk precinct. This is game number 3, spawning in the bottom right. It is the blue Zerg player from PSISTORM Gaming. It is True.
And by on the map, we have from PSISTORM, PiliPili. He's a rare Protoss player. You're tied 1-1.
You're tied 1-1, and that gold base definitely paid off for True taking it on that second map. And we saw him with the double or the triple Overlord drops with those upgrade speedlings, and that was just destroyed Protoss, man. I mean, I guess that's the way to beat Protoss, is just upgrade melee weapons.
That's right. Sterling's good unit.
Very.
Let's see what Pili's gonna do here. We probably will see Archon drops from him.
especially on this map. I mean, this is a very good map to do these Archon drops, DT harassment, maybe the PSISTORM attacks. No pun intended with that, but really going with that that safe opening as always, building that wall. Call it the Trump wall. Building that wall.
Make Zerg pay for it.
That makes her pay for it. That was great. That Protoss wall. Makes her pay for it.
Yep.
All right, so
I think True needs to donate minerals now.
There we go. All right, so PiliPili seeing that it's looks like he's going to try to block the third base of True. Super annoying because Pili knows that True likes to take his third base. Personally, I think True should. Oh, it pushes him out just enough to be able to take that third base. 2 gateways finishing up here from PiliPili. Cybernetics core is out as well, so it looks like it's just going to do the adept pressure. You know, and adepts are really strong on this map. I think adepts are like one of the strongest units, especially on this map, and it's just interesting to see how True is going to handle it, if he's going to try to go for the melee upgrades again like last time, or if he's going to do some drops again, or what exactly he's going to do. It's kind of too early to tell, though.
Yeah, PiliPili here, going 2 adepts coming out here, and I want to say that I still think he should reduce 2 more, because I think that would really throw off True. Even if it will cut into his tech and his, other, adept, other adept, because he wants to build a sucker and then an adept right after that, plug up the wall. I still think 2 adepts is the way to go, though.
Yeah, we do see 2 adepts coming out, and we have seen this before from True. He has been able to defend it pretty well, depending. Oh, he pulls the drones. I don't know if that's going to be the greatest idea. I guess he just doesn't want to lose them, but the adepts fade. Actually, they stay faded down on the bottom base, and he doesn't. He only lost 2 drones with this. I mean, that's a great play. Lings try to push out, but it is delayed mining time. Adepts are here at the top base now. The Lings are trying to get the surround off the adept, but I don't think they're going to be able to. He's going to force him maybe in that corner. There we go. There's the surround that True was looking for. Only losing a couple drones for this. Not too shabby of a loss.
That's a lot of Zerglings, though.
Yeah.
Why do people do so many Zerglings?
I
want to know. Was he that scared? Like, they get that pressure?
Maybe just because that he kind of lost a lot last time that happened, and these Overlords is coming in for True. Lings trying to go up the ramp are not going to be able to. True losing an Overlord behind this as well, and not too sure exactly what True's doing. You know, he got the speed upgrade, but just getting more drones behind this. I mean, just playing super safe, super reserved, just droning up on top of droning up.
Yeah, Pili's gonna be joining for a while, I feel. Or True's gonna be joining for on that Pili. Although, I guess Pili will be probing for a while. Actually, for pretty much the whole game. Unless, of course, he has just wins without making too many probes. Which is possible. And the attack speed going down. No more gateways. Unless he's gonna drop them later, but he should drop more gateways soon. He's gonna drop more gateways.
Yeah, here's a War Prism coming out. Like you said, the Adept upgrade weapon is finishing up as well. And True doesn't really seem to be reacting too much to this. He's getting roaches, but he doesn't even have a lair. So he's not even going to have speed roaches at all. And behind this Pili, it looks like he's taking that position to take his third base. So unless True does everything he can to stop that third base from going up, he's going to have a hard time dealing with this War Prism up attack that's about to happen right now. Adepts pushing out for PiliPili. Here comes, looks like a Ling run by. Pilot overcharge pushes these Lings back, and here's just Adepts getting warped in, fighting on True's third base, but then the Warp Prism going to the natural of True, and I don't know if True's going to be able to hold this. Adepts running past the army, baiting out this entire army, and it triggers an attack from True, and I don't think True realizes that his entire base is going to get destroyed by the adepts. He gets the surround on the adepts, which is great, but all the adepts are here. So I think True is just sending his army to the third base. He's going to try to get the Mothership Core is in position there. Pylon overcharge does go off. Both pylons get destroyed, and True takes out PiliPili's third base, but with not. Look at all these adepts that are doing so much damage. Finally getting cleared off. And here comes the Lings. They're going to take out that Stalker. If the Lings get up into this base, it's going to be a bad problem for PiliPili to deal with. And they get the surround. 2 more sentries are here to take out this Ling.
Oh, he saves the sentry. What a god, tasteless.
Roaches are focusing down that pylon. They're going to get a couple more hits off it. And PiliPili's completely supply cap. He's not going to be able to warp in any units, but there's 2 more Immortals here. Not to mention all the gateways. But another warp in here with these pylons focusing down True's drones and just doing so much damage to True's base. I don't know if True's going to be able to recover from this. There's a lot of links here to save this third base, but that's not where the adepts are at. And the warp person picks it up. And here goes Corrosive Biles.
Holding up for dear life here. This is pretty much all in from True, I think, at this point. Because he can't really drone up without being behind with the Warp Prism still up.
Well, the Lings get in here. I almost get into that base with those adepts, but I mean, at the same time, PiliPili's only on 3 bases, so I think True has enough. You know, he can, you know, just drone up and just kind of defend and prevent PiliPili from taking a third base. You know, but here comes 2 more. The 2 more adepts, the really annoying adepts from the Warp Prism, are here. And the Queen might be able to get it this time. They finally do. Gets the surround, stops this, so doesn't really have to worry about it too much more except the Warp Prism, obviously. And here comes the attack from PiliPili. I mean, there's a lot of Lings here, and there's a lot of Ravengers, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's just the Lings are coming in. They're going to get the surround on top of this army. I do not think he wants to fight this army, but he does. Corrosive Bile goes down, lands on top of the Immortals, and it forces the recall, but these adepts are in the base, destroying True's base yet again. And True goes after the base, gets the Immortals caught here, and focusing down the last little bit of these adepts. Corrosive Biles landing on top of these adepts, forcing. Is Pili going to take it? Nope. Corrosive Bile pushes it back. True just needs to take out that third base again. Like, that's exactly what True needs to do, is take out that third base. And there's more Lings coming from True. And this is a lot of Lings. And the +2 melee upgrade is going to finish for True here. At the same time, Lings coming in. Going to try to get the surround on top of the army. Good force fields. Forces out the Ravengers. Lings coming on top of it. Corrosive Bile landing on top of the adepts. Good macro from Pili. Pushes themselves into a corner and just does a lot of AoE damage with these Immortals landing on top of those Lings. And the army count is kind of growing a little bit higher for True. Corrosive Bile trying to land on top of that Warp Prism. One would be a godsend to save that. And it looks like Pili or True doesn't really want to take the 4th base. What he really wants to do is misclick by PiliPili. I think he walk forward and get the Warp Prism. Heck yes.
That's actually quite big.
Yeah, that is a huge thing to get. And PiliPili definitely misclicked a little bit there. Looks like he tried to attack forward. These Lings are on the outside. He's baiting out PiliPili's army. I think that's exactly what he wants to do, because he wants to run in and run into the base of PiliPili and take as much damage as he can. Corrosive Bile going off, pushes this army back. And here comes the Lings coming in from the backhand side of the army, and they're going to sandwich the army in, and the Mothership Core is not here, and these Immortals can't go anywhere. The Mothership Core is not here. He can't recall back, and he's doing so much damage to these Immortals, just destroying PiliPili's army.
Is pretty strong though.
But these adept army comes in, reinforces the army. But if you look at the supply count, True has the higher supply in terms of army, but Pili has the worker count in that sense. Let's look. What you said it was Shift L. There we go. Units lost is definitely in favor of True with 200 Lings, not to mention almost 30 drones. And here comes a second attack. There's a lot of adepts into this army here, but he decides not to do it. But here comes a Warp Prism to go land right on top of the base of True. True forcing his army completely back to try to deal with this. Lings coming in. taking it over, and then it might trigger. There you go, PiliPili going after the third base of True. That is a lot of army here from PiliPili. He's going to focus down the third base. He's going to try to, basically he's going to try to go, that's what he's going to do. He's going to run up the links here.
Break the rocks! Break the rocks!
Get the surround off of it. There we go. Corrosive Bile landing on top of the Immortals. Not doing as much damage as they want. Picks off a Ravager. And True has the +2 upgrades here. And is no one producing anything, or am I just hitting it?
I think you're bugged.
Oh.
Just show production.
Oh, well, I don't. For some reason I bugged out. I don't see it. Find me the hotkey. Alright, so we have Adams destroying True's natural base. Ling's coming out of the backhand side, getting rid of a lot of the Stalkers here. With the Corrosive Biles, taking out the force fields, and it looks like the last little bit of PiliPili's army is about to get completely engulfed here, but not without these Adepts harassment from PiliPili taking out True's base, and this War Prison doing so much damage, taking out another Adept here, and just amazing play from both players, but I just think there's so much damage done to True that I don't know if True is going to be able to handle this. And just, there's more Adepts here, and the War Prison's still up. It's super annoying. Last little bit of everything gets cleared out. But if you look at armies,
workers have fallen so far.
Yeah.
True. That's a lot of workers.
that is a crap ton of workers. But if you look at the armies counts, True has the higher army, but he just can't get the foothold that he needs because of this War Prison. War Prison's running around, causing all the problems with these adepts. And I think PiliPili needs to. PiliPili has established his fourth base, which is great. True established fourth base, which is great. But True, what is his production? Where is he? Is he building anything?
No, he's not building anything now.
Oh. I think True's just kind of holding tight.
Yeah, that seems like a really good conclusion to come to. I still want to see Pili break the cooling tower.
Right.
Like if he can trap units like underneath, and that'd be pretty cool. Not gonna lie, like I'd be pretty impressed.
All right, here comes that kind of what would be a Ling run by, but decides to pull it back. True. Looks like he's going to go from the backhand side again and kind of sandwich this army together. He's going to go back and deal with these adepts. They're just being super annoying. Triggering this attack from PiliPili. Pili is trying to push forward onto that third base.
He's breaking the cooling tower. Oh, this is going to be bad. If he might break that cooling tower.
And here comes more adepts. I mean, it just True needs to get like a spire out. There you go. So, I mean, what PiliPili can do from here... Oh, look at this huge adept warping on True's fourth base, but look at the Lings running in. They're going to try to go after PiliPili's fourth base, or excuse me, third base. They're going to focus on the Parlance. If they get the Parlance on, he's not going to be able to warp in anything here, and he gets it, and he's going to destroy PiliPili's third base, and Pili has no more income after this. He's completely mined out of almost everything right now, but there's a huge army still here from PiliPili going to be attacking True's fourth base, and here's the adepts here as well, doing so much damage. Lings are going to get in the bases of the huge adept warping, but these Lings are going to get the surround on it, and I mean, Pili's not going to be able to handle these Lings anymore. There's nothing really here left from PiliPili to defend. He's completely, he's mined out. He lost his third base. He lost all the probes in his natural. The only thing that's good is these probes right there.
He has no probes left.
And he's got no more probes left, and he barely has enough money to make another probe. And what a great trade-off by both players so far. And this adept is just super annoying. I am going to be in Control N. Nope, it's... What is it? Control L. Shift L. Holy crap. Almost 70 drones and 50 Lings that have died so far. Both players have... Unit slot... Oh, no. Oh, is it... Ah, there it is. It's D for production. My bad. And there's only 6 probes here. And these Lings are kind of coming and trying to focus down the last little bit of the pylon. More Lings are trying to run in here. I mean, just... True's been taking so much damage from these warpins, the super annoying warpins. But I'm not too sure exactly what he did. I'm like, he has the ability to win this. I mean, his army supply and count is just so much greater than PiliPili. And the upgrades are definitely in favor of PiliPili. He's got the range upgrade, not to mention the melee upgrade, but he hasn't decided to go for like the carapace upgrade or anything like that. And there's the block. Oh, wait. Oops. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay. And I think True has to see this army here. What he needs to do is try to sandwich them in, attack them on both fronts. And here comes the army of PiliPili. He's going to try to advance on top of that 4th base. Warp Prism, the force fields go down. Splits up the army pretty decently. But Pili is just hanging on by a thread. I mean, if he doesn't get this, True will take game number 3 and the finals. Lynx get the surround on top of all his army. Warp Prism picks up a few of it. Corrosive Bile lands on top of this as well. I mean, I think at the same time, if True just went towards PiliPili's base, he'd probably be able to base raid with him no problem. Lynx coming in.
Oh, you didn't get a full force wall. You didn't get a full wall off.
Yep. And I think that's going to be it. True takes game number 3. I do not see PiliPili surviving this much longer. Corrosive Bile lands on top of the Immortals. Great micro from PiliPili on the Immortals. And losing the last little bit of the Immortals. And GG gets called. And I just want to check something real quick. Is it Shift L? Oh, can I do it? Let's take a quick look at the units lost of that game, guys. Almost 600 Lings and 70 drones were killed in that entire matchup. Holy smokes. What a great play from both players, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And, of course, Vampire from casting with me. This was the ESL Cup. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and following the channel. Make sure you guys keep showing the support. I'll be casting one of the first Filipino tournaments ever next week. So I'm super excited for that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And, of course, Vampire, thank you so much for hanging out. Guys, this was the ESL Cup. Make sure you guys do iCasters command. Follow myself. Follow Vampire on Twitter. And you guys have yourself a wonderful weekend. Thanks, guys.
Later.
You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden move. You don't know the half of the abuse. Yeah, welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away. Just because we take the guns at the door doesn't mean your brains will change from hand grenades. You'll never know the psychopath sitting next to you. You'll never know the murderer sitting next to you. You'll think how I get here sitting next to you. But after all I said, please don't forget.